Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Suma Clima TV. And today we're gonna keep on talking about this horrible assassination attempt to our former president, Donald J. Trump. As we all know exactly what happened, that's last Saturday at 6:11 in the afternoon. The horrible, chaotic evening that could last in a horrible nightmare night. If something else would have happened to our former president that is running for a second time for the presidency, Donald Trump. And what I am really astonished, I'm really stunned, I'm really, to be honest to you, I can't believe what people are saying about creating all of these stories about saying that what happened was fake, saying that a lot of TikTokers, a lot of people, especially in social media, they are saying and praying and screaming and yelling, how come the shooter, the guy Thomas Crook, the poor kid, the 20-year-old kid from Pennsylvania, that died because, of course, they shoot him the day after he got caught. And they're saying the people on social media are pissed off at Thomas Matthew Crook, as I remember, for not shooting him in the head. In other words, and popping Donald Trump's brain. I can't believe how people can be so cruel. How can people be so sick in the head? I don't wish no harm to anyone at all. I just want positive vibe. I want good energy. I would never wish nothing against anyone, not even to my worst enemy. And trust me, I have had lots of people through my life that didn't like me, that they hate me, that they still hate me, and I just pray for them because that's what they say. You remember what it says in the Bible? Love them with kindness. In other words, so I don't understand how come people be so cruel, so vicious, and so nasty to say that all of this was a facade, all of this was created, all of this was a montage, and people yelling and screaming and pulling their hair on TikTok saying that how come he didn't shoot him, how come he missed the bullet, and how come he didn't shoot him in the brain. I was so sick of it watching TikTok, and not only TikTok, also in Instagram, people and I'm talking about men and women talking, making fun and laughing about a tragedy that happened, and it could have been worse because, as we all know, tonight, Thursday, our former president and the president Donald Trump that is running once again for president is going to speak tonight. As we all know, this has been the whole week of the Republican convention, and it has been terrific. I saw Eric Trump. I saw his wife, and they speak so highly, so professional, so beautifully, and you can tell that they come from a good family, from good values, that they know exactly what they're saying. And I'm glad that we're all seeing Donald Trump sitting in the audience, watching everybody speak on his behalf, everybody from his party, of course, the Republican Party, and also our new, actually, I should say, Vice President J.D. Vance, this guy that he spoke pretty good. His wife has nothing to do with the whole politics, but she seems very nice. He seems pretty nice also. And if Donald Trump wins for a second time again, I think that he picked the right person for this, to be the vice president of our beautiful country once again for the next 4 years, of course. But once again, I just can't understand how people can be so vicious, so evil, and saying that everything was a facade, that everything was fake, that everything was set up. How can you set up something to shoot you? Like if Donald Trump would not turn his face to the right side, that bullet would have gone through his brain. It was only millimeters away from his brain. So how can they plan to do something like this? I mean, it's a joke. And also what is a joke is the Secret Service. As I mentioned to you guys before, is awful the way how Secret Service worked that afternoon. As I also mentioned the name of the head of the Secret Service, which is the former director and security of Pepsi Cola and potato chips. And she went from Pepsi Cola and potato chips to be the director, the head of the American um, Secret Service. That's what I saw. Like, I don't understand. I know I saw a video of her saying, "Yes, I'm so happy that I'm part of the Secret Service, and they gave me this terrific job, and I'm here for diversity." What I mean diversity? I don't get it. So that's why that day when that happened to Donald Trump, there were two ladies, which I have nothing against them. As a woman myself, the second lady that was trying to put Trump in the SUV, she didn't even know what to do. She had her gun. She went this way. She went this way. She went this way. She was like she got so nervous. She got so nervous. I remember when Ronald Reagan, our former president, rest in peace, got shot in the streets. The Secret Service jumped on that guy, and then they protect him like 120%. This time around, the Secret Service really sucked. They really did a horrible, bad job. I don't know who picked them. Once again, as I mentioned to you, the director of the Secret Service, as we're speaking, this lady that wants diversity. I mean, you don't want diversity for the Secret Service. There are people that are going to protect our president, our vice president, and all of the ex-presidents. Even though George Bush and Barack Obama and all of them, even though their presidency finished, they are still being protected for the rest of their life from the Secret Service. So how come they have these loonies protecting Donald Trump that afternoon, that Saturday afternoon? It's just incredible. It was so, I'm happy because yes, Donald Trump could have died. And for people to say that it was all set up, nobody, you don't set up to get your ear blown off and then to kill somebody, a father that died, and then another person that is still at the hospital. I don't get how can people be so vicious, so evil, and so sick in the head to think something like that, that it was set up. From my point of view, I don't think it was set up because there's no way to be set up, because if he would not turn his face to this side, Thomas Matthew Crooks, that is 20 years old, would have shot his brain and blew his brains off, just like it happened to John F. Kennedy and to his brother, younger brother, Bobby Kennedy, back in 1963, I believe. So for people to believe and to be saying all of this crazy nonsense on social media and to be talking all of this stupidity is just repulsive. I'm totally against cruelty like that, because I don't wish that to anyone, especially when it comes to hurt somebody. So these people have to have some nerve to say like that everything was set up. I pray for them, and I pray for this beautiful, amazing country that gave me the opportunity to become and to be who I wanted it to be. And I will keep on praying to keep everything nice and calm until the day of the voting and to see who will be our next president, which I'm not gonna say anything else. Let's just keep it the way it is. I wish you all the best. You have a wonderful afternoon, and I can't wait for Donald Trump tonight's speech. He's gonna be giving the best speech, because they say that he already had a speech, but after what happened on Saturday, they totally changed the whole speech. So I can't wait for what he's gonna be saying tonight. God bless America. God bless the USA. Kisses.